What's up, YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back, and today we'll be hunting through a $500 bank-wrapped box of quarters for anything old or interesting. I've already popped the top just to make sure we had circulated quarters, which we do. You can tell here from the design, these are definitely going to have some old quarters in them. So we're going to jump right into these and see what we can find. So if you are new to coin roll hunting, and by the way, we are just going to go ahead and jump into roll number one while I talk about this, but if you're new to coin roll hunting, if this is the first video you've ever seen, what we're doing is we're going to banks, we're picking up boxes of various denominations of change, and we're looking for anything from key dates to numismatically relevant coins, but mostly we're looking for, in quarters, W's, which were minted in 2019 and 2020. They were minted at the West Point Mint. And we're looking for silver, which would have been made from 1970 and earlier. Actually, I think for quarters, I'm sorry, we're looking for silver in quarters. It's 1964 and earlier. I'm thinking $50. So those are made of 90% silver, and they're really easy to find when you hold a roll of quarters this way, because it'll be a really nice white line, really easy to spot. But we are actually going to look through each and every one of these quarters for date and mint mark, looking for W's and anything interesting. So with that said, I will bring you in at our first find. So we just broke into roll number 14. It's been a real slow hunt. I did find a Denver bicentennial along the way, and I do collect those. If you watch any of my other quarter videos, I usually find anywhere from about 8 to maybe 10 or 12 in a box. So we're one in. Not a great find so far, but we have run across our first nickel fill in a bank wrapped roll. So as you can see in here, let me just see if I can pop this open. Do we even get a good nickel? Let's see. Doesn't even look like it's a good nickel. Looks like it's a 2018 Denver. Not even a good nickel. Oh well. So we just cracked into roll. I think this is 22. We have added, I think, 2 more bicentennials since I last brought you in, both Philadelphias. Nothing else terribly interesting, and this one isn't really either, but we now have a bank-wrapped penny in a quarter box. So let's check that one out together. Maybe it'll be something old. Pennies are hard to pull out here. Is it a good one? It is a 2020, so it's not even a good one. It's a zinc penny. That's terrible. We'll put it up here next to our really awful nickel. All right. Well, let me get through these. Hopefully we can find some W's in here. It's been a really, really slow hunt. So we are on roll 35, and this has been, quite honestly, the slowest box of quarters I think I've ever done. We've got 5 bicentennials. I didn't bring you in on my last nickel. I did have another roll with a nickel, 2000, and I've just come across another one. So if you think customer wrap rolls can be scary, this is now 4 bank wrapped rolls with something other than quarters stuffed in them. So it's pretty bad, honestly. I wish we had something else to show for it, though. Okay, so I stopped filming on that same roll, and when I laid it out, these first couple dropped off, and there was a nickel in there. It's a 2021 P, but there's another one down here in the middle. So there were 2 nickels stuffed in this one. What are they doing where they're wrapping these coins? This is a looks like 96. Let's see here. That is a 1996 Philly. So we are now at 5 rolls with something less than quarters in them. So I wish I was kidding, but the very next roll, we got the paper open. And I think well, no, I'm pretty sure we have another penny. Let's see here. Come on, penny. Well, at least this one looks like it might be copper. Nope, not even copper. 2007D to add to our board. And if this is your first quarter hunt, this is not what we're looking for. Normally, we're going to find things like W's that are worth 10 and 15 and 20 and $30 a piece. Not quarters that have been turned into pennies and nickels. All right, so it looks like my complaining paid off. This is the same roll that had that penny in it. I got about halfway through it, and we did end up getting our first W. It is a 2019. I have not seen the back yet. The 2020 has a V75 imprint right there, so we know this is a 2020. And we have a War in the Pacific. This one's pretty well circulated, but not in terrible condition. I'll have to look on eBay and see what these are going for. But this is what we're looking for. This actually has some value to it. We're on roll 38, and I've actually already taken the quarter off the front here. It is one of the Washington crossing the Delaware quarters. And this is the big die chip error, and this is one of the larger die chips you're going to find on that quarter. So this one I'll do in the wrap-up, kind of show what this is going for on eBay, but the larger that die chip, the more money it is worth. And this quarter is actually in pretty darn good shape. So I'm going to put this on the board as a find. Okay, well, we got through all 50 rolls in this quarter box. What you see in front of you is ultimately what we found. We did end up with 4 Philadelphia and 4 Denver bicentennials, which I do sell on eBay, and I make a couple of bucks doing that. I did have 2 of the die chip crossing the Delaware. The first one that I actually showed the close-up of was by far the best one. And I'll throw up a couple of comps from eBay on that just to show you guys what these go for. But they're between kind of like $3 and about $8, $9 plus, you know, $1 or $2 for shipping, which isn't bad for a quarter that you found in a quarter box. Of course, we have our War in the Pacific W, and Ws are usually the most valuable thing you're going to find in a quarter box these days. They're even more valuable than silver. As much as I love to silver stack, I'd rather find 10 of these than 10 silver quarters, unless they were really, really old and in fantastic shape. This War in the Pacific quarter in this condition, I'll throw some comps up there as well. But this is typically kind of a $10 to maybe $16, $17 coin, and then people are charging shipping on top of that. So again, not bad for a face value quarter out of a quarter box. The main disappointment that I had, and I'm finding this more and more in my bank wrapped rolls, and I get really frustrated in customer wrapped, but honestly, customer wrap rolls have been better about having garbage in them lately. But to get 4 rolls with nickels, you know, I have 4 individual rolls with nickel. Actually, I guess I had 1 roll with 2 nickels in it. And then 2 other rolls with nickels, and then I had 2 other rolls with pennies. You know, each one of these is replacing a quarter, so you know, you're kind of losing money on that transaction. It's not that big a deal, but it's the mint. Or, you know, it's big companies like Loomis, Wells Fargo, Brinks. You would hope that they're not mixing pennies and nickels and dimes in with the quarter machine, but it looks like they are. That said, it was a decent hunt. I've had better boxes, but anytime you find a W, you have to consider that a win. And again, I love finding me some bicentennials. I did check all of the Denvers for the DDO, and none of them had it. But I usually find a few more errors than I found in today's hunt. So anyway, with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's probably going to be a quick one depending on how I put it together, but it was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below. If you did like the video, go on down there, drop me a like. And if you're a new subscriber to the channel and you like coin roll hunts, I tend to do it in spurts. Some weeks I get 3 or 4 out. Some weeks I only get 1 out. But I am constantly coin roll hunting, and I'm trying to up my videos on silver and gold. So if you're interested just in my thoughts and the things that I want to impart knowledge on, feel free to subscribe for that reason. And, you know, go check. I've got lots of playlists, tons of videos out there, so check them all out. With that said, I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.